following program is sponsored. The opinions and statements made by the hosts and guests do not necessarily reflect the views of WBOB or its parent company, the Chesapeake Portsmouth Broadcasting Corporation.
It's time for Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. Angela and Howard talk about what's new in real estate and answer your buying and selling questions. To participate in today's show, call 222-TALK. That's 222-8255. And now, here are Angela and Howard.
Good morning, everybody. This is the best weekend ever. It's the prettiest Saturday I've seen in a long time. This is absolutely Chamber of Commerce weather day. And, of course, Jacksonville is hosting that weather because of the Florida-Georgia football game.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
What did you have, triple?
No,
a triple,
one itty-bitty cup of
latte?
coffee.
I don't believe it.
Well, you know where my energy comes from today?
Where?
I woke up to my grandbabies being at my house.
Well, that was
and
good.
There is just nothing like these little faces going, love you, Grandma, love you, Grandma. I mean, it just gives you lots of joy and lots of energy.
What are they, 2 and 6?
2 and 6.
2 and 6. Chloe and Michelle.
Yes.
So they had big smiles, and they put big smiles on your face?
Yeah.
Well, good.
Tons of fun.
Well, great.
Tons of fun.
So you're going to have that the rest of the day, and you have an inspection today, right?
Yes, for Curtis and Joanna and their 2 boys. They're so excited they found the house of their dreams.
You know, I'm doing something really fun today.
What are you doing?
I told all our listeners a couple of weeks ago that my daughter, who is 26 and engaged, she bought a house with her fiancé, 25 years old, and buying a house with no money down because she got bond money. Bond money is available for first-time home buyers or buyers that have not had a home in 3 years. They're buying in Duval County, which means you can get $15,000.
Hello. That's a lot of money.
Free money.
I'd like it if you give me $15,000.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Oh, okay.
But what I mean by free money is that the state of Florida gives that to you, and as long as you stay in the house for 5 years, you do not have to pay that money back. So that's really free money. So you can use that to buy a bigger house. You can use that for a down payment. You can use that for your closing costs. And that's what they did. They used it for down payment, closing costs. So the only money that they had out of pocket to buy their home, get this, was the binder deposit. They wrote a $1,000 binder deposit to buy their house. Oh, and then they had the home inspection. So they did have a little bit extra. So they got into a $250,000 house for about $1,400.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So here's the rest of the story.
What's the rest of the story?
I have, Angela, as you know, but I want to tell all our listeners, I have a 22-year-old son that graduated from Florida State.
Yep.
And right now he's living with his mom, but he got a job out of college. And, you know, he doesn't want to live with his mom anymore.
What?
Yeah. So I said,
Shocker.
I said, Adam, you know, you don't want to live with your mom anymore. You got a job. Why don't you? And the bond money, by the way, is running out.
Yes, we've been reporting on that, actually.
Yeah, it's running out. It runs out in December. Now, it will convert to a $7,500 payment, but product, bond, but that's a loan.
Right.
So you'll have to pay that back whenever you sell the house, which could be 30 years later, but it's a loan, not giving you money.
Right.
So I said, why don't you do it now? Interest rates are going up. House prices are going up. You can probably afford a house now. So he called up our loan friend, Tim McConnell at CMG Financial, and he can afford, and he was surprised, I was surprised, he can afford up to $200,000. Now, he's not necessarily going to spend that.
No, we don't want him to spend that.
We don't want him to spend that. But
he needs to have a fun life, too. We don't like anyone to be house poor. You don't need to spend all the money you qualify for. That doesn't make sense.
But we're going to go out today, and we're going to find him a house or a townhouse or a condo, whatever, and he's going to be 22 years old getting his first home. And I relate to him something kind of interesting. Now, not necessarily that he's going to stay in his first home for his entire life, but if he buys it and if he does, it'll be paid off by the time he's 52. So imagine all our listeners having their home paid off by the time they're 52.
Like, I'm older than 52. I wish my house was paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
So I want to send a message to everyone out there. You know someone who is young or a first-time home buyer.
Yes.
There are houses out there that you can buy that are $150,000.
Right.
There are houses that are $200,000.
Or even 100.
And you may qualify to get this bond money. It's available only for about another month.
Yeah.
So call
And wait
us.
a minute. Let's also state this. You're just talking about young people, but the truth is, it doesn't matter your age. It matters, have you owned a home before? And even for some people who have owned a home, if you haven't owned a home in at least 3 years, you could still qualify for that program.
Yeah.
So maybe you've been renting for 3 years. You know, sometimes we older folks have transitions in our life.
We older folks?
Yeah, I'm putting myself in that category. I'm trying it on for size. I don't like it.
You don't like
No. I'm going to go back to saying how young I am.
Well, are you a card-carrying member of AARP?
No.
You're not? Alan,
Everybody's saying I am. Alan is. You are, right?
Alan, our producer, is saying, yeah.
I love discounts.
do?
That's right. We get discounts, don't
You
we?
know, I haven't gotten one.
We haven't.
I
You
need
got
to get it
ask for
together.
it.
Yeah, I need to figure out what I can get discount on.
You need to go down the block at the Dunkin' Donuts. You get your coffee and a free AARP donut.
There you go.
Really? Wow.
Wow.
I could do that.
Does that mean it's smaller and shriveled up?
Personal problem there with your shriveled donut.
All right, let's get back to G rating here. All right.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, we got a contest. We haven't done a contest in a long time. We're going to get lots of people guessing this one.
Well, good. I
Unless
want
it's
someone to
guessed.
call in because I want to talk to someone besides Howard today.
All right. And what's the phone number to call in, Angela?
222-TALK to me. You have to call
What's the area code?
222-TALK. TALK, which is 8255. So it's 904-222-8255. Please call in. I want to talk to you guys. It's an awesome day. Everybody's getting ready for Florida, Georgia. The weather's fantastic. Everybody's in a good mood. Call in. Guess.
Somebody's calling in before I even said what
That's
the contest
because somebody
is.
wants to talk
to
me.
you. That's
Yes,
it.
because
Okay.
they know I'm on high energy today.
Well, I'm going to put them on the air
Okay.
even before I give the question. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I've got a question. My fiance and myself in the process of purchasing a home.
Okay.
We're here in southeast Georgia. But question is, we got our mortgage broker, and the underwriters are having more or less. She's buying the house. My credit's not good enough to do it. But they're having her jump through all kind of hoops and stuff. And one of the questions is, they are having her, well, she's already done it. She has a Chase credit card, and it had like $5,000 on it. And they had her pay off that credit card and close out that card.
Yes.
Is that okay to do that? I mean, it lowers your credit when you close out a credit card.
Well, what happens is that they must feel like her debt-to-income ratio needs to be bettered, and you do that by paying off that debt. And if the card is open, then the bank still holds it against you that you could have $5,000 in debt. So that's why they're having her close it, and it's to improve the debt-to-income ratio. So she absolutely has to do it to qualify.
Okay, yeah, well, she already done it. We paid it off, and my question, I didn't know if that was okay for them to tell her she had to do that.
Sure, but you know, after you get after she gets the house, she can get a new credit card. Not
Yeah.
before,
Yeah, that's
not
what
before
we're
you
talking
close, but after.
I mean, it's a good thing we paid off the credit card.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Robert, thanks for
We're
calling.
supposed to be closing on the 13th, and everything's looking good.
Congratulations, and thanks for listening. We
Appreciate the
appreciate
call.
that. You're listening to AM 600 WBOB with Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. We got lots more to talk about, and we will be right back. Thanks, Robert. Hey, WBOB listeners, it's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I don't just do the radio show, we are active realtors. When it's time to buy, we will interview you to determine your specific housing needs. Distance to work, style of home, school needs, distance to place of worship, kids' activities, lifestyles, number of bedrooms, budget, and so much more. In short, we do our very best to find you your perfect home. We won't waste your time showing you houses that don't fit your needs. Whether you're moving up, moving into your first home, or now an empty nester, you can trust us for the most important purchase of your life. It's what we do. It's what we'll do for you. Experience the Angela and Howard Team Advantage. Call us at 421-7950.
Are you buying a property being sold by HUD? As a buyer, you can select Watson Title Services of North Florida as your settlement agent. Avoid having to deal with out-of-town companies. And make sure you get the world-class customer service of Watson Title Services that Angela and Howard have come to expect. Call them at 461-3220 when you're looking at buying a HUD property to ensure your purchase goes through as smoothly as possible. That's 461-3220. Angela and Howard do.
There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years' experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046.
Angela Walker and Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. not only come to you every Saturday morning, but they would also like to work with you when you need them the most. That is, when you need to buy or sell a home. They pride themselves in giving you their very best effort every day and in every way. There are many realtors in the First Coast to choose from. Let them show you the Howard and Angela Team Advantage. Call them at 421-7950 or email them at realestateradio@yahoo.com. This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by CMG Financial. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. We are having so much fun in the studio today. It is almost criminal. I mean, we are just really laughing and cutting up and having a good time.
That's right.
That's not normal, is it, Howard?
Oh, it is normal. Hey, we got a contest for you. Angela asked for someone to call.
And they did.
And they
You know
did.
what I always say?
Ask.
And you shall receive.
There you go.
Biblical scripture
All
right there.
Here's
That's
the
right.
contest. Real simple. For 2016,
Yes.
what was the number one exterior material for new construction? Real simple. Exterior material for new construction. The whole country. Okay? All right, so give us a call. The winner gets a little tracking device. You can attach it to your keys, your bicycle, or even retrieve a stolen car.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put it in your car, and if your car gets stolen, you can use your phone to track it down.
Okay.
That's really cool.
You need to call 904-222-TALK, which is 8255. Call
All right.
in and guess, and call in and talk to me, because I'm really excited. I want to talk to people.
All right. Hey, I want to talk about a segment that we do sometimes called We Can Help. So, you know, a significant portion of Angela's and my clients are sellers who have not had success selling their home with their last realtor. And now their listing contract with that realtor has now expired. Now, naturally, they are not very happy, and sometimes they don't care to see or speak to any realtor whatsoever. After all, their house didn't sell after, X number of months on the market. Angela and I come in with a fresh perspective, a fresh analysis, and before we even go to the house, we looked at how the last photos were done, how the last multiple listing write-up was done, how many, if any, open houses were done, how clear the directions are to the house. You know, we look around the neighborhood as we drive in. We pay attention to the house's curb appeal. Are the bushes trimmed? You know, how does the driveway look? Are the walkways edged? Are they clean? Are the shutters faded by the sun? All of this before we even step foot into the house.
That's right.
This is because all of this is what the prospective buyer sees.
That's right.
You know, we do the same thing as we walk around the inside of the house, particularly at the kitchen countertops, the pantry closet, the master bedroom closet, the stove top, even inside the stove, and the walls and the glass doors of the shower. You know, if they're all faded or clouded up, that just creates a negative impression. Are they clean? Are they tidy? Are the floors clean? And we're even using another sense that we have. We're using our nose to smell. Now, is the house light and airy, or is it dark? All of these things are what a buyer does, whether consciously or even unconsciously or subconsciously. And during our conversation of our marketing plan for the house, we also do something that many realtors are really reluctant to do. We may give them some work to do if we're going to list their house. Yep, we give them some work to do because we really believe that it's a partnership to sell their house.
Yep.
So we want to tell you a story. On Monday, we met a wonderful couple. Now, they were clearly unhappy that their house had not sold. And after seeing their house, we told them about our unique marketing plan, which, of course, all our listeners know includes, among other things, advertising on our radio show and holding multiple open houses. And then we do something which is a unique way of kind of not getting them too unhappy. We ask for permission to speak freely. And when you ask for permission to speak freely about something that may be negative, it kind of takes them off guard. And they usually
it allows them to lower their guard.
They lower their guard. And they usually
to be open
say,
to what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah. So it was time for the really important part of the meeting. I asked him to come out front, to come outside with me to the edge of the paver driveway and sidewalk. And he saw immediately what I was about to show him. His driveway and walkway were several shades darker than both of his neighbors who had power washed their driveway and sidewalk. Interesting. Same thing for the garage, the front door, and the entryway. Also, the front flower bed was full of weeds that his landscaper had neglected to take care of. And as we went into the backyard, I showed him how dull the wood fence had become. And a lot of you have wood fences. And over time, wood fences change color. And what he didn't know was that if you power wash, some power washers use a chemical, and it can change the wood almost back to the original color.
Yes.
So I also told him that we could recommend a power washing company. So we're giving him advice. I then asked him to please walk into his closet and tell me what he saw as if he was going to someone else's house, not his own. And what he said was he agreed that it needs some straightening up. Now, two more things. And this was a real tough one. I said that there was a burnt smell. And we discovered, and he agreed, we discovered that it was a coffee pot. Problem solved.
Yes.
Before any other buyer could detect it. Now, one more thing. The central room of the house, it was the kitchen. It was a beautiful kitchen. Very nice, but it was a darker color than the rest of the rooms, and it made the house look dark, too dark. Now, we asked the seller to paint the kitchen. Oh, my gosh. We're asking them to do work now.
Yes.
Paint the kitchen?
Yep.
We asked him to paint the same color as the family room. It would make the house look brighter and larger. Now, the seller was really surprised that no other realtor had mentioned anything like any of these things before. Now, our simple response was that we looked at the house as if we were the buyer. And interestingly, when we gave him the name of the painter came in actually the next day, actually 2 days later. The buyer said, "This kitchen looks really dark." The same thing that we had observed. Now, he had the house power washed. We went to his house on Monday. He had the house power washed on Wednesday, and he had it painted yesterday. He was so pleased with the work, he actually sent me a text photo of how it looked and said it looked fantastic. He was so pleased with how the power washing looked for the fence and the driveway and the walkway and the house and the shutters and how the painting looked. He was so happy. So he changed his whole attitude about realtors and about how his house could turn around and could sell. Now, both he and his wife are just so happy now because they realize that changes, making a partnership between a realtor and a seller can make so much difference. Now, he realized that the weeds still have to be done, and his landscaper is going to take care of that. And he knows he still has to do his closet, but he's going to have a beautiful house, and it's going to be great.
It is going to be great. You know, I think you're talking about something that's so very, very, very important, and it's about treating people with dignity and respect, because a lot of times realtors go in and they're really just trying to get the business, and so they don't want to offend anyone. But the truth is this is my truth anyway. If you don't tell people what they need to do to get their home sold, well, you're not being honest with them, and you're not doing your job, and you're not being a responsible realtor. There's a way to give information that can be hurtful to someone, like the way you do it. You always say, may I have permission to speak freely? I know when you say that to me, you're about to tell me something I don't want to hear, but I'm ready to hear it, and I'm opening that door for you to do that. When I present information to a seller, I'm saying to them, I have been working with buyers for 20 years. I know what they love, and I want to help you get your house to that condition so that when a buyer walks in, they're going to love it, and they're going to buy your house. So when you say that, it doesn't really matter what follows that sentence. They know that I'm there to help. I'm not there trying to hurt them. I'm not there to be critical of their home or the condition that they're living in. I'm there to help them to get to the next place in their life, to be able to shut the chapter of this home and go to the next destination and start in their new home. So, information is important, and it's important to be honest with people, with our customers, and tell them the truth, but to do it in a very loving way so that they understand that we are all on the same page. We are a team. We are working together to get their home sold in the shortest amount of time for the most amount of money. And you know what? There's no seller out there who doesn't appreciate that.
That's right. It was a great meeting. I'm really happy that he's so happy with the results. I was teasing with him. I said, well, I guess you don't want to move anymore. And he teased me. He says, yeah, the house looks so great.
I've had that happen a couple of times.
Yeah, but really he does want to move because he's moving to visit with his, to live closer to his brand new grandchild that's coming in just a few months. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to be telling you about this house the week after next. It's a beautiful pool home, and so we'll be telling you about you. Hey, remember the contest. What is, in 2016, the number one exterior material for new construction? So give us a call, 222-8255, and we will be right back. Stay with us, everybody.
Ed Dean, Mike Gallagher, Dennis Prager, The Savage Nation, Mark Levin, WBOB, AM 600 and FM 101.1. The Answer.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. The Virginia governor's race is going to stand out in November. It's seen as a test for many in the anti-Trump crowd, whether they can energize their voters and donors for some of the less glamorous races featuring traditional Democratic politicians. In this case, this will pit the Democratic Lieutenant Governor Ralph Northam, a doctor and Army veteran, as well as a former state senator, against Ed Gillespie, one-time aide to President George W. Bush and the former head of the Republican Party. Newly released files on the assassination of President John F. Kennedy show some U.S. and foreign officials had varying but unproven theories about the 1963 killing. The records show that the FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover and Russian intelligence may have believed that President Lyndon B. Johnson had a role in the document. Hoover never said he agreed with that, and none of those theories were ever proven. Another record high close yesterday on Wall Street. This is SRN News.
How would you like to look in the mirror and see a thinner, healthier, happier you? I'm Dr. Raphael Foss, DC DPSC of 904 Thin. Our program uses revolutionary technology to put your body into a state of natural fat burning. Just listen to what 40 days did for Pastor Russell of Hickory Grove Baptist Church.
I lost 40 pounds. It was very easy. I'm feeling much better than I did before. I'm much healthier. I was on blood pressure medication and cholesterol medication. I'm off both of those. I've maintained the weight very easily. I have a lot more energy. I've noticed even in my preaching as a pastor, I'm able to focus more in the pulpit.
At 904 Thin, we customize 40-day programs that balance your body, show you how to keep the weight off, and empower you to transform your life.
A big part of this was losing weight, but now I'm realizing it wasn't just weight loss, it was a healthier eating lifestyle that I am now enjoying.
To schedule your free consultation, call 844-904-THIN. That's 844-904-THIN, or online at 904thin.org. That's 904thin.org.
Anytime is a great time to give flowers to the ones you love. At Kuhn Flowers, we know that all too well. That's why we offer the longest-lasting, most beautiful floral arrangements in Jacksonville. Kuhn Flowers has the perfect flower arrangements for birthdays, holidays, good days, and even bad days. Show that special someone just how much you care with a gift of flowers from Kuhn Flowers. Call us today at 398-8601. That's 398-8601. Or shop online anytime at kuhnflowers.com.
Here's your community calendar from WBOB.
Wednesday, November 1st at 5 p.m., honor our service members at the Salute to Service Art Walk in downtown Jacksonville. Wednesday, November 1st at 6 p.m., enjoy free weekly group runs at the Fernandina Beach High School track. And Wednesday, November 1st at 7 p.m., it's Icemen Hockey at Veterans Memorial Arena.
For more information or to have your event included, visit WBOB.com.
Take a moment and rate your lifestyle on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is a life that's nothing like the life you were promised after getting good grades, a college degree, and a good job in corporate America. 10 is the life of your dreams. If you answered anything less than a 10, tune into the Del Walmsley Radio Show. Del, self-made millionaire and founder of Lifestyles Unlimited, will show you how to live the life of your dreams and pay for it with passive income.
Weeknights at 9 on WBOB, AM 600 and FM 101.1. The Answer. Stuck in traffic? WBOB has the answer.
Hey, watch out for the construction work over there in Clay County and Blanding Boulevard at Brandon Field Road. Construction blocking the left turn lane. Also in Nassau County, construction 95 north beyond US 17. Going to be partly sunny today, high 83, partly cloudy tonight. A little bit of rain, 10% chance of showers. Low of 56, up to about 67 tomorrow. It's currently 65 at WBOB AM 600, The Answer.
Let's return to Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. We're so excited to be here on this beautiful Saturday morning. And we have a caller who has had patience and has been holding through the station break, and we thank him.
All right. Good morning, Kent.
Yes.
How are you today?
Oh, pretty good.
Good.
Thank you for holding during the station break. How can we help you today? Are you calling to guess, or you got a question?
Yeah, I got guess and a question.
Okay.
Let me repeat the.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead to who? Who are you talking to, Angela?
Howard.
Oh, you made him wait already. I was just going to let him go. But, Howard, you're obviously wanting to do this. Go ahead.
Okay, boy, I'm getting into trouble today.
Yes, you
here.
are. All
I
kinds
was
of
just
trouble.
going to repeat the contest for all of our listeners,
Just
which
do the
is in
fast version.
2016, what was the number one exterior building material for new construction?
Okay.
All right, Kent, you're on.
This must be a trick question. It sounds silly to me. Probably I got a dumb answer. I'd say wood.
Wood. Wood was not it. In fact, it came in number 4.
Wow. All right, and the question I wanted to ask y'all was, if I see a house or something or a place I want to buy, and it's not listed by y'all, I can't use you as a realtor? I mean, is that...
Oh, no, you
crazy
totally
to
can. Yeah. So the situation is that all companies, all real estate companies, belong to the local multiple listing service, so we can show each other's properties. So it's what they call a cooperating service. So
if I saw a house sold by ERA by John Smith, I can still get y'all.
Absolutely.
Let me buy it. Right?
Yes.
Okay. That sounds silly, but I ain't never bought one. I'm getting kind of old, so I got to hurry up and buy one.
Hey, we could get you even maybe doing the first time the bond money. Said you never bought a house before. That's exciting.
Well, every time I talk to somebody about the bond money, I don't know, they act like they don't want to do it. And I haven't talked to McConnell, but I've talked to others, and they say, "Oh, you don't want to do that." And I said, "Hell if I don't." But anyhow, thanks for talking to y'all.
Well, why don't you contact us after the show? And the number is 687-8161. That's Howard's number. And he will get you set up with Tim, and then we can start from there and move forward. How does that sound?
687-8161.
In fact, what we'll do is we'll send you back to the producer. He'll get your name and phone number, and we can contact you as well.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right.
Okay.
You have a good day.
Thanks, Kent.
Thanks for calling.
Well, that's exciting, isn't it? Someone who proclaims that they're older and they have never bought a home, and they will. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
The oldest customer I had was 84, and that got a mortgage. I've had older customers, but that got a mortgage, 84 years old. And I remember her saying to me, well, I won't be alive in 30 years. You think they'll give me a 30-year mortgage, or do I need a 15-year mortgage or a 5-year mortgage? How's this going to work out? Well, the lending institutions cannot use your age against you. If you can afford to buy a house, you can buy the house. So doesn't matter if you intend to be alive 30 years from now or not, you can still get a mortgage.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And the next question that would likely come up is, well, probably 84-year-olds don't work, so how could they afford to get a mortgage?
Oh,
well,
my
they
goodness.
still have income. That income
Sure.
may be for Social Security. It may
Pensions.
be from pensions. That's right.
Trust funds, who knows?
Yeah.
IRAs, 401ks.
That's income.
It's all
It's
income.
all income.
Yes.
They may have rental properties, and
We didn't. Sorry.
No, they don't live in they don't own a home, but they own rental properties, but perhaps live in a condo, don't want to live in a condo anymore. They want to buy a house. And it's all rental income.
Yeah. It's very possible.
Very possible. All right.
Okay. Do you know what happened this past week with homes and condominiums?
What did?
Do you know?
What
I'm going to
did?
tell you.
Tell me.
625 offers got accepted. That's up 5% from the previous week. I mean, things are really hopping again. 740 new homes came on the market. For the last several weeks, Howard, we've only been talking about that number in terms of in the 600 range. We're up above 700. 740 homes came on the market. That number was up 11%. 126 of the 740 are already under contract. Now, that's almost 20%. It's about 18%. 34 went under contract on the very first day. And 523 of you closed on a home for yourself. And we say,
congratulations.
Up 10% from the previous week.
That's pretty good. This time
really
of year, people say that the numbers are lower, but this particular week it was better. But, in spite of all of those good numbers,
yes,
the inventory is still really, really low.
It is.
We have some customers that are first-time home buyers, and
yes,
they're looking at homes under $150,000. And every time they see one come on the market and call us, they say, okay, I want to see this one. By the time that they call us and we schedule an appointment, sometimes it's gone. We had one this week for them.
Yes, this is crazy.
Tell them about this one.
So I sent them a listing. I said, look at this, see if you like it. They said, yeah, let's go see it. So we called to make an appointment, and the seller said, I'm not available to show the house this day, but y'all can come on Friday. Okay, we'll come on Friday. We made an appointment. On Friday morning, we got a phone. Oh, and they said there's 12 people coming to see the house on Friday. And so the fellow worked from home. That's why he was trying to get his schedule good. So Friday morning, we got a phone call, and it said, we have to cancel your appointment because we've already accepted an offer. We said, well, we're very, very confused. We thought there were no showings until Friday. How did you get the house sold already? This doesn't make any sense. Oh, 3 people made offers without seeing the house. Made offers sight unseen. Who does that?
Because it was a value-priced home.
Value price, that's the problem. I mean, this young couple has been looking seriously for 5 months. Every house they've made an offer on, there's multiple offers. Every house. And they keep getting outbid. Of course, they're a young couple. They have a ceiling. They can't go beyond, a certain price. And we're taking them in that price range. We're not taking them beyond that. And because there's so many investors still in the marketplace, and there are, even though I'm reading reports that they're not there anymore, they're there. Because we're actually talking about a price range of $130,000. So at $130,000, we've still got investors out there competing with first-time home buyers. And I'm talking about young couple who's getting married who needs a place to live. And it's almost not fair, really, because they're just struggling to get in that opportunity with multiple offers where they can win the bid.
Yeah, it's really something.
Yes.
Now, here's something on a related note. By the way, interest rates are going up. We're not going to get into
they are.
Because we don't have time to go into that, but they are going up. So stop waiting.
Yes. If you're thinking about buying, you need to get in the game now before they go up too high.
Now, we really get into national stuff and international stuff, but I saw this bit of news and I thought, I got to share this because this is really interesting. America is a country where there are people that come from all over the world, and they buy real estate. Angela and I have actually had buyers and sellers from the 5 major continents: Europe, Asia, South America, Africa, and Australia. And likewise, many buyers from these continents like to buy houses in other continents and countries.
Yes.
There are even TV shows about people buying property in other countries. Angela, you've told me that you watch some of these shows where people go to Mexico or go to island countries.
Absolutely.
And
it's exciting.
Go to Europe.
Yes, I like to see how different things are done.
Well, now one of these countries is going to have those film crews leave the country, leave that country. In fact, if any of you want to visit, you can visit, but a new law is banning the purchase to foreigners, and it's all due to a very unique thing, has to do with the affordability of housing to its own residents. This is really interesting. The country is New Zealand. Authorities say that the country is 60,000 housing units short of the number for the needs of its own population. And its largest city, Auckland, where the median price of a home has doubled since 2008 to the equivalent of $582,000 in U.S. dollars.
Wow.
Can you imagine that?
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So,
I wonder what, I bet their citizens like that.
Well, no, because there's not enough places, so the prices have gone up.
But the prices should come back down when you get all the people from other countries out of there who can afford to buy that much home.
But they're not buying it.
$582 is not a lot for a foreign buyer. I'm sorry, it's not.
It's not a lot for a foreign buyer, but there's not enough
it would be for a
houses
local buyer.
for the individual citizen.
Right, but once these people, once the foreign buyers get out, you're going to decrease the demand.
They're not getting out. They're staying with the ones. So anyway...
You want to argue?
I think I'm going to stay here in Northeast Florida. We'll be back, everybody. Stay with us. Good morning, WBOB listeners. It's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I want to thank you for tuning in with us for our 5th year now. It's been such a great pleasure to be on the radio with you, giving you advice on buying and selling, as well as answering your questions on the air. Thank you so much for the trust that you have in us as professional, experienced realtors with over 20 years of combined experience. We want you to know that when it's time to sell your home, we want to be your realtor. We will focus on your home, your family, and your time frame. Our team will customize a marketing plan to give you the best exposure to get you the best price and have the best selling experience possible. Whether it's a condo or a house, a short sale or a regular sale, a $200,000 home or a mansion, you will get the same great service. Call us at 421-7950 and join the multitudes of others that have experienced the Angela and Howard team advantage. One of the most critical parts of buying or selling your home is the very last process. That's the closing process. Angela and I recommend Watson Title Services. They have the experience to handle any issue that can come up, and there is never an upfront fee to the seller. Whether you are using a realtor with the sale of your home or not, always ask for Watson Title Service to handle your closing. We do. Call them at 461-3220. That's Watson Title Services. There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years' experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046.
This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by Watson Title Services of Northeast Florida. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. I am fighting with Howard. Y'all should just be here and hear this. It's really funny. We're just, bantering back and forth during the break about, New Zealand and about Greece. In case you didn't hear, all the people who can't go buy in New Zealand, just send them to Greece, because Greece has given a discount for people outside of the country trying to buy inside the country. They're actually giving them low price housing.
Because Greece needs the money.
They're not giving low price housing to their own citizens. They're giving it to foreigners. So there's just two completely different business models right there. What do you think?
I don't know. But
yes, you do know.
But here's the thing. Apparently, in New Zealand, there's not enough housing for its own people.
Yeah. I got it.
So for the short period, for the period of time until housing catches up, no foreigners.
Well, if I had to choose if I was going to live in Greece or live in New Zealand, I'm going to Greece anyway. Their waters are beautiful. It is so gorgeous there. Absolutely gorgeous.
Well, in New Zealand, a lot of people go snorkeling and to go scuba diving.
Again, the water is so beautiful there. It's very, very blue.
Blue.
So
Okay. All right, well, let's
anyway,
move on.
You have to talk about the contest again because no one has guessed it yet. I know there's people out there listening. I know they're probably getting ready for tailgating. They might be too busy to call in, but we want them to call in at 222-8255.
Yeah, there aren't that many to guess. The exterior building materials. Is
we know
it
it's
vinyl
not wood.
siding? Is it brick? Is it cement stucco? Is it
Stone, concrete block construction.
Yeah. What
and
is
about
it?
after that point, we've exhausted all of them.
Yes.
We know it's not wood.
We know it's not wood.
Right.
Okay. Or is it coquina, it's probably not coquina because they don't have that in most of the country.
No, that's such a Florida thing.
It's a Florida thing. Yeah.
It's a Florida thing.
All right. Hey, we have a landlord and tenant tip of the week. If you're thinking about turning your house into an Airbnb, we have one customer that's doing that, or even your entire house. It may be good to make some extra money, but be sure to keep absolutely good records of your income and expenses for tax purposes. You may not consider it a business, but the IRS certainly does. It is a business. If it is a business, the extra costs are deductible, and you do have extra costs such as electricity. You're using more electricity. You're probably using more water. You're cleaning the sheets and towels, and that may be deductible as well. So really keep good records. And you better check your homeowners association and your insurance company to determine if you are covered. It may be also important if you're renting yourself, if you're the renter and you want to sublease to an Airbnb. Check that lease. Your landlords may not like it, and you may be prohibited from doing this in your own lease.
So you know what else you have to think about?
What?
If you are a homeowner and you're doing Airbnb out of your house, you may not file for homestead exemption. Do you know that?
Well, it depends on how many days.
Yep.
See, you said no before I got to
because
finish
that's my job.
sentence.
I like to argue with you. But seriously, you do have to look at it. And most people who run an Airbnb want it to be as many times as possible. So, when you're doing that, the problem is you're not going to be able to file homestead. Ta-da!
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 I think it's actually it's somewhere between 70 and 90 days if you rent it out more than that. But I think that's the whole house. Some people just rent out a room in their house.
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter. You can even be renting a room.
Okay.
Yep.
What if it's just rentable?
Rentable?
Rentable, but not rented. I think it's just rented for the 70 or 90 days.
Well, it's about how
I'm
much
not sure.
income you make off the house. If you're making income, it's not a homestead. Ta-da.
I think it has to do with how many days. That's why we are not tax professionals, and that's why you should check with your tax professional.
And you can also look on the property appraiser's website because it has all the details there.
Well, there you go.
That's right.
All right. So,
yes.
You know what it's time for?
Yes. Hot, hot, hot.
You know, we do have an open house today, in spite of the fact that it is Georgia, Florida Day, because those rabid fans, not everybody is a Georgia fan, nor a Florida fan, because Florida State folks, they could care less about the game today.
That's right.
In fact, some of them really despise it. You know why they despise it?
Because they don't like the Gators?
Because it's traffic.
Oh, my gosh, the traffic. This whole week, the traffic's been crazy throughout this city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you like...
But wait, we appreciate people coming to Jacksonville and spending money.
Spend money, that's
Absolutely.
right.
It's awesome.
That's right. So if you like the area around World Golf Village, have we got a deal for you?
Yep.
Such a deal.
Such a deal.
Okay. There's a community called Samara Lakes that have low HOA fees, and the cost per square foot is unbelievably low. The address is 1209 Notchaway. Now, this is a really good size house. It is 3,100 plus square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 3 full baths, and plus it has a huge loft. Now, the rooms are really big. It has a big fenced yard. It was built in 2007. No CDD fees. Did you hear me? No CDD fees.
Got it.
But it still has a community pool, and the HOA is only $137, not per month, but per quarter. I mean, that's just dirt cheap.
Yes.
$315,000. Now, This house is only about $100 per square foot. All the other homes in the neighborhood that they're building, the new ones, are about $120 a square foot. And this one's in perfect condition. All the schools are A-rated. It's open today from noon to 2. This house is really, really nice. Big open floor plan. The amount of cabinet space and counter space in this kitchen, you will not run out of. So come and see this today from noon to 2, 1209 Notch Way in Samara Lakes at the World Golf exit off of I-95. Right, Angela?
Yes. Now, we're not going to be there. Our associate Derek is going to be there. So go out, see Derek, and buy that house.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, my goodness. I'd like to talk about Hidden Foal Drive, 15306 Hidden Foal. This home is located off Normandy. It's built in 2014. So if you're looking for something kind of recent, as good as new, this one is the one you want to check out. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,740 square feet. Has a fenced yard, a fire pit, stainless appliances, 42-inch cabinets, crown molding. It is immaculate, and it is value priced at $185,000. Sorry, and has very low fees. There's a pool. There's a fitness center. The neighborhood is called Winchester Ridge. And seriously, it's just a great area. You're working out at any of those large companies that are out near Cecil Commerce, Amazon that's out there, GE's out there. There's a lot of big business out there. Shorten your commute and buy this house.
You know, this is a great first-time home buyer's house. The price is amazing, $185,000.
That's really
for
wonderful.
A 2014 house, and it's
great condition.
Great condition. Beautiful, beautiful home. The layout of it is really, really fantastic. Mm-hmm. This would be a great house for my son, except he doesn't work on the west side. He works on the east side of the river.
And he enjoys a short commute to work.
He does.
It is his number one priority.
That's right.
Because he wants to manage his time.
Now, if you like older homes, the quaintness isn't the right word, just the charm of older homes, you'll like the Avondale area, built in 1925 but updated throughout. Wait until you see the beautiful wood floors, 1,300 square feet, 3 bedrooms, granite countertops. You know, when I say updated, I mean updated. Granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, a real wood burning fireplace, separate dining room, 2 flexible rooms in this house, and a detached garage. The rear is fenced, newly paved driveway, $215,000 just off of Roosevelt. That's Wolf. 1215 Wolf, $215,000. I'd love to show you this one. We got one more in the beautiful gated part of Palencia.
Yes.
Now this one is priced the cheapest home per square foot in all of Palencia.
Beautiful floor
4,300 square feet, 4 bedrooms plus an office, a David Weekley built home, 4.5 baths, $524,000. That's $100 a square foot in Palencia for a David Weekley home. Unbelievable.
Crazy.
It's
got a bonus room, a flex room, and that price is down to $524,000.
All right, nobody guessed for the contest. We're going to carry it over till next week, so you can check it out. And so the number one exterior material for new construction. Hey, everybody, we want to thank you for listening. The Van Wees are coming up next to talk about what's going on in the financial sector. If you need help with anything in real estate, then call us. We are certainly here to help you. We want to help you. You need a professional on your side. Call us after the show, 421-7950. God bless everyone. Stay safe. We'll be back with you next week.